Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So today we're specifically talking about Oklahoma. Yes, and it honestly not a surprise. It's a solid red state. Unfortunately, it didn't join Wyoming and West Virginia in the 70% camp because look at here, 70% for not. I don't want to get this into Wyoming. I don't mean to do that, but you get what I'm saying. 70% in West Virginia, but unfortunately, Oklahoma didn't get there. It's 66%, very close to. Oh yeah, you'll see North Dakota got more conservative than Oklahoma, 67%, along with let's see, Idaho, 66.9% in Idaho. 0.9. Yeah, you'll say Oklahoma's a little bit more conservative, but yeah, no surprise here. It went to Trump overwhelmingly, but were we right about the prediction? And now my prediction got a little bit controversial. You'll see, we gave, like this guy said, once again, too much blue, and he was absolutely right. There was just too much blue for Oklahoma, yes. But I do my research with the polls. I don't usually gamble. I usually do my research, and everything was saying okay. The polls were saying that Oklahoma, I think that's Oklahoma County, and the county below it were going to go to Harris. And the reason why I thought that, and we'll go over that. Let's take a look at 2020. Now, Oklahoma County did pretty well against Joe Biden. Yes, Donald Trump won the county by 1.13%. Although it was in the 40% range, and these third parties, like various candidates here, like Huey Hawkins, I want to believe, and Joe Jorgensen, they were taken away. Actually, I don't think Huey was on this ballot. No, George Jorgensen for sure was. You could say it would have been a lot if George Jorgensen didn't get her mouth into this, but obviously, it was a close one. We also predicted Cleveland County, which also had a part in, of course, half of it in said Oklahoma County. Oklahoma City, as you know, is in Oklahoma County, but it's also a part of Canadian County and other neighboring counties in Oklahoma. But yeah, we also predicted that would also go for Donald Trump. And my reasons of that was I was not necessarily convinced that suburbs would go back to Donald Trump. I was concerned about the suburban woman, okay? The suburban woman and what impact the suburban woman would give. I was also looking at the 2022 elections in said Oklahoma, and they were basically reinforcing my prediction. Basically, looking at these set analysis, you'll see that in 2022 United States Senate seat, James Langford, yeah, he carried Oklahoma County. That was the Senate election. But take a look at the United States Senate special election. You'll say Mark Wayne Mullen, whatever your name is. He managed to defeat Kendra Horn in his election, and she did pretty well. I mean, he did pretty well, same percent, 61%, but he lost Oklahoma County, and that, of course, is holding Oklahoma City, the capital of the state of Oklahoma. And to understand how big Oklahoma City is, it's pretty big. I mean, it's bigger than Minneapolis. It votes Republican. You'll see there are more registered Republicans in Oklahoma City, 43%. Politics. Here we go. I wish we found the presidential. I think they removed it. But yes, it voted for Trump. It voted for Republicans in the last 4 elections, which was kind of amazing. But it was super tight, super to super, super close. And I was saying, you know what? There will be a time where Oklahoma County, Oklahoma City will ultimately vote in the said Democrat column. Will it become solid Democrat? Well, here's the deal. Oklahoma City is very. The reason why it's not woke and the reason why it's not going left, it's because there's a lot of evangelical, a lot of Christians that are in Oklahoma City. Not many woke musketeers, if I like to call it, like to live in Oklahoma, and the map of the results explains why. Like right here, well, I was originally pointing out the 2024 map, but that kind of explained why. I was also looking at the 2022 race for governor. Now, the reason why I didn't give Tulsa, I think it's Tulsa, Oklahoma. Well, let's see. Yeah, that's the county holding Tulsa. Kevin Stitt lost that county. Okay? And this was a pretty big city. And that's in Osage. It's another splinter. Let's see, it's Tulsa County. Yeah, that's Tulsa County. The reason why I gave Tulsa County I think to Trump, that again was a very close race, but I acknowledge that Stitt is not a good governor. I mean, he is pretty unpopular. He is a pretty unpopular governor. He's a weak runner. 2018, same deal. He won Tulsa County, but then again, he's losing. He should, if he was a strong competitor, and he was 154% of the popular vote in 2018. This is ridiculous. Like, seriously. Like, if he was a strong candidate, I think he's pretty unpopular. He would have swept the state. I mean, no doubt about it. Attorney General? Yeah, I mean, we carried it every county swiftly. That's because we're running against a libertarian. Not the same as running as an independent. Look at there, 56. And you get what I'm saying. Oh, NSC, this is just down ballot elections, on local, uncompatible elections, blah, 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 blah. Well, you cannot necessarily dismiss the special election. Although maybe a lot of Oklahomans would just go and check a box and run. Like, they think so. It's like a multiple choice. Which Senate election do you want to vote in? And most of them pick the top one, the regular election. Well, I highly doubt that is the case. Here's why. Then again, there are separate races. That means they have separate candidates into the said sections. If you ever voted, you'll know what a ballot looks like. It's just not multiple choices between two Senate elections. It's not formatted like that. But you get what I'm saying. Despite Oklahoma City being Republican, you'll see it's mainly these suburban areas. The deep areas of Oklahoma City, like right deep right there, is Democrat. You'll see that precinct in the 90% range is Democrat. And I would say that's more of the Democrat stronghold out of Oklahoma City. But what were we right? What we were wrong about? Once again, we overestimated Harris. And I understand why a lot of Republicans say we're a pro-Harris channel now. But I want to make it clear, we don't underestimate our opponent. When they're saying our opponent is surging among women in the suburbs, we are going to treat that like that's a fact. Do I think that's a fact? I don't know, but it's like someone crying wolf. Like, oh, someone has broken into my house, even though no one has broken into my house. Trying to get attention, and the police come. The police come anyway, even though they're skeptical. That's how we treat my predictions. Now, let's be honest. Did I count the Ann Selzer poll? No, because that was blatantly wrong. Like, seriously, blatantly wrong. We knew right away that was wrong. The Iowa Ann Selzer poll was just in the garbage, scrap garbage wrong. And we were like, yeah, that's not going to be the case. But then again, suburban women coming out, because we know how woke our society is. We know how woke a lot of these Gen Z women are. And a lot of them can take over a suburb. That's a fact. So, yeah, that's kind of my justification why I would say it was so wrong, but then again, I would say I'm wrong. I will take the blame for this election because we have Oklahoma, every county going for Oklahoma, going for for Republicans since I want to believe 2000. That's what Fox News said, or was I wrong about that? Nope, 2004. They were wrong. They said 2000. 2004. But they were right. They said that Republicans have won every county there since 2000. That's wrong. Calling out Fox News here because Al Gore clearly carried tons of counties. Although he lost Oklahoma City by a lot. He lost Tulsa by a lot. He lost the suburbs by a lot. Still carried the countryside, which still influenced by, those farmers in Oklahoma. They're still influenced by those Democrats. But what do you guys think in regards to our analysis? Let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.